Alenging na lutha mapoko tavuza. Ungaboni vele bengihate mapoko tatuma. Angithule ngibuke ngisuthi. Abuti bula buti. Apha ma camera ngishuthe. Ngishuthe.
Bring it. Mr. Stilo!
What's the level? What's the life?
It's a big level, my bro. I could see you were busy.
Yeah, I'm still at it. I'm actually like in the middle of a production meeting.
Yeah. So what you shooting for right now?
No, we're working on Boys in the Hood, 28.
Boys in the Hood.
Yeah. My
Man,
birthday
well,
party,
we
the
Boys
biggest
in the Hood
event,
out here. We trying to
in the
get
South
there.
Hemisphere.
It's enough?
It's the biggest event in the South Hemisphere in the South Side.
Yeah, man. We would love to. So what happens then? Who you booking? Who you having there? We want to know.
The most important person to look out for is me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. Stilo, before I go anywhere else, man, you are one of the most, I want to say, versatile artists in this country. What makes you become that person?
I guess just being consistent every day, just staying true to self, and just always like putting the art first before anything else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you have longevity in this game. It's rare to have people that stay this long in South African industry. What makes you stay this long? What gives you the longevity to stay at the best and at the height of your career?
I think the most important thing is that like you don't treat it like something that you're doing for people. You treat it like something you're doing for yourself. So you can only get better. You know what I'm saying? You can only grow. You can only grow from yourself, and the only competition you have is yourself. So that's kind of what helps throughout the years, and just keep on keeping on, you know, and just doing your best every time.
And you know, you're one of the most craziest performers I've made. I'm not sure you might remember this, but you once came to Porch, and that's probably 5 or 7 years back, or even 8.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. We need to change that. I need to come back to Porch, man.
You must come back to Porch. I remember you rocked that stage and you went wild. And by that time, I was still just, you know what, my first time at work, I was like, you know what, this man, he says he's the GOAT, and he really is the GOAT. What gives you that level of performance?
I don't know, man. I think at the end of the day, when it becomes second nature, you can only be the best at it. So, like, whenever I perform, for me, it's like I always give dapps to the crowd. You know, if you got a crowd, you can definitely give an incredible performance. It's always shitty when you're performing and the crowd is shitty, but you're a performer and that energy doesn't go to the level that it needs to reach. You know, so I always pay a high respect to the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people spend their hard-earned money to come out there and see us perform and support us. So more than anything, like the people give me the energy to always take it to the top. Yeah.
So your brand as well. You know, everybody here is a brand. So what would you say your brand is? What's your brand all about? What do you after today? What is it when you say I'm hanging it up? I'm no longer want to do this. What do you want people to remember you for as a brand?
I think people need to stop asking that question where like, what do you want people to remember you for? I'm gonna be here for a long time, so don't die, bro.
You're not going anywhere.
But more than anything, I definitely think like what my brand is about is like my brand is about higher, like it's always been high-end street fashion, you know what I mean? Like whether it be music, whether it be clothing, whether it be art, whether it be linguistics, whether it be whatever it is, hairstyles or whatever it is, it's always been high-end street fashion. Just like always a good balance between the haves and the have-nots, you know what I'm saying? So that's ultimately always been the conversation, just bridging that gap and just making sure that the kids that don't have can speak the same language with the kids that do have, you know? Basically what I've always represented. And I guess at the end of the day, just always remember, like if anything ever had to happen, always remember me as the guy that, you know what I mean, tore the guest list up and let all the niggas in.
Yeah. So you're a great believer in bringing up people young people and always helping people out. Because one thing I've realized about you, you're not one of the artists or the people, the entertainers in the game that is out of touch with reality. You're always close to reality, and
Yeah.
you're always trying to bring people in. What is it about you that makes you become that person?
I didn't choose it. I guess it chose me because I don't necessarily, I've never put out an ad saying, yo, I help people. I've never
Yeah,
put out an ad saying, yo, come with me and I'll put you on. I guess the energy is just always aligned, like the right people that are supposed to be a part of this journey. I become a part of their journey, and eventually we either become family or at some point cross paths and grow something beautiful, you know. But it's never
yeah,
like I don't go around telling people I can put you on. I can't put anybody on.
yeah.
Yeah.
But one thing about you that's nice, my good sir, is that you're humble, and being such a humble person, I'm sure a lot of people may try to take, they say when people look at kindness, they think it's weakness. So what is it about? What do you do when people just try to step on you and try to just take you as like you're not the person that you are?
I mean, you can't. You see, the thing is about it is that a lot of people think it's being humble. It's not being humble. I'm just being honest. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Whew. Yeah.
If there's if there's if humility, if honesty is humility, then I guess that's what it is. But
Mm.
I think a lot of people will take your kindness for weakness in many different ways. That's happened before. But more than anything, I always encourage those that take your kindness for weakness to be able to do it themselves. If you can do better, then abuse the powers that got you there and do better.
Yeah.
That's just
My
basically it.
good. And one thing I wanted to ask you about is you're dropping tomorrow, and we've
Yeah.
been. I'm one person that's waiting to hear the sound. There's a song coming out tomorrow. What is
Yeah.
it about, and who's on the song?
The song is titled Jimile. See Jimile.
Mm-hmm.
Jimile, we are Jim. Featuring one of my favorite all-time artists in the history of music. Not even just South African music, but music in general. Bugalav, a legend
Mm-hmm.
fellow from TKZ. The song is just a beautiful, like chill, like township serenade. You know what I mean? If I have to like articulate how it feels, it's like a township serenade. Just think about like just homies chilling, having a good time, good energy. Not
Yeah,
only I'm not talking about a party. You know what I mean? I'm talking about good banter, with a drink in hand and maybe some good food and around some good company, around people that love you, and more than anything, an enemy or two, so they can actually see how good you guys are doing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Before we go off and I let you go back to just doing what you're doing and winning, my good king. If there's one thing you're a person that is of the media knows you. If there's one thing that the media doesn't know and that you would love them to know and follow and support, what is it?
That I'm the best.
And you are the best, my good sir. You are the best.
Best. And that's it. That's actually
Yeah.
it. And I think the biggest slogan is that Imbuza Ibuza. So don't ask me. Just say it. I'm
Don't
the best.
ask you.
Yeah.
So, is there an album coming out? Is there an EP coming out? Are you on any features coming up besides the song that you're releasing tomorrow? Somebody's actually asking you when will you collab with Mr. Jezik?
Hey yo, that's interesting.
We're trying to get them into studio.
Yeah, you heard it.
Please do, please do.
That needs to happen.
Who would you love to go studio with actually on the Amapiano side?
Um, I don't know about who would I love to go to see.
Jessic.
Okay, Chazik. If he says Chazik, it's Chazik.
It's Jezik. And just talking about features, along the way you released a couple of songs. You released actually a lot of songs, and all of those songs that you released,
Uh-huh.
you've had a lot of features. Which one feature is it that you love the most
I love
in
all
the
my
history of
features,
all
you
the
know what I mean?
features?
Because at the end of the day, it's all my work. And each and every art piece is a different emotion, it's a timestamp into my life. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
What I was feeling like, what I was going through, what I was into, what my interests were. So at the end of the day, like, I connect with every song on a different level. And they're
Yeah.
all special to me. But I guess right now, this particular song that I'm dropping tomorrow is very special to me because it marks, it marks it marks a good a good foundation on my heritage versus what my
Uh-huh.
future is going to be like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Then the one thing I wanted to ask you about the people have a lot to say about the entertainment industry, how it's toxic and how it's not giving the vibes that it
The
should be.
industry is not toxic. People are toxic.
People are toxic. Good sir. People are toxic, not the industry. It's never
Yeah,
the
people are
industry.
toxic. Into engakhulumi ngeke be toxic. Yini ni toxic?
Yes, thank you very much, good sir. And then we've seen a lot of artists going through a lot. When you going through a lot, my good sir, what is it that you take and what is it that calms you down so that you can still be here with us?
I guess at the end of the day, I always look at myself. You know what I mean? Try connect with myself on a deeper level. But
Mm-hmm.
always try picking up the phone and speaking to people that make you happy, people that make you laugh, people that can um, unlock a part of you that not a lot of people can get to. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And just apply yourself and connect with people that are honest with you.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like if you hang around people that lie to you all the time, eventually you will crash and burn.
you will
If
crash
you
and
guys are
burn.
not honest with each other, just be honest.
Yeah. And then before we close it off, there's one thing that I do. I always ask people 5 questions. If you're a true South African, you know your country and you love your country, you have to know these 5 things.
If it's
Uh,
geography, I definitely don't know. But shoot, is it
it's just 5 facts about South Africa. The first one, what is the name of the South African cricket team, the nickname?
the Proteas?
Yes, the Proteas, good sir. Which South African is hosting the Daily Show?
Who? Trevor
Trevor
Noah.
Noah. Yes.
That's not a South
And
African
then,
question, but okay.
but it's a South, he's South African.
Carry on.
And then number three, another one. She's not in South Africa, but she's South African. Which South African was on the Fast and the Furious movie, the franchise?
I don't watch Fast and the Furious, Chief. That's not a South
It's
African
Chinese.
question. You must
You
ask
want
South
okay? Let me
African
give you South
questions.
African question then. Let's start here. Okay, let's go here then. Well, how many languages are in the South African national anthem?
I think is it Sotho Zulu?
There's 11 official
No. In the national anthem is Sotho Zulu and English.
and Afrikaans.
We don't count Afrikaans, it's not South African language.
Woo! I was actually
And it's Fossa.
And then the last question, I already said how many official languages we have, and right now they added one actually. So how many official languages are there in South Africa?
Which one did they add?
The sign language, now an official language.
Oh yeah, that's actually asshole. They should have added that first because that was way before Afrikaans was a language. You know? But interestingly, yeah, what is it? 12, 13 languages now.
Yeah, it's 12 right now.
12, yeah. Okay,
Yeah, it's
okay.
12 right now.
But
My
in
good
future,
sir,
make sure the questions are South African and not about South Africans outside of South Africa.
I'll do that. I will literally do that. Thank you very much for joining us, my good sir. Good luck to your future and keep on doing you. You are amazing. You're the best at what you do, and
Shout
nobody can
out.
tell you that. Yeah,
Shout
man.
out.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Steve.
Thank you for having me. Make sure you pull up to Boys in the Hood, 28 May, Mtunzini Sports Club in the South. Make sure you get your tickets, web ticket. The early bird tickets are $100, and at the door it'll probably be like 200 or way more. I don't really know, but make sure you pull up. It's going to be the best show. Get your combos. It's going to be lit. You already
Thank
know.
you very much. Make sure you all pull through, man. Peace out, Mr. Stilo. My name is Sabanyal Sinapuluke, man. I always got 3 things to tell you. I always say stay real, stay talking, and stay awesome. These are Insta Lives with the Great.